In studio, it is local life coach Rebecca Silence on a Confession Tuesday. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, your congratulations. It seems like Rebecca Silence has the Midas touch. It does because everything that she touches and everything that she seems to get involved in turns into a success. And she's not the person to be like, everything I touch is awesome,
right?
Because I mean that's not her. But no. I can toot her horn for her in the fact that every time she's had a retreat, every time that she's had a big seminar type event, it sells out and it is life-changing for the people that are a part of it. And you have another one coming up this weekend that is sold out. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
It's a leadership seminar, and I know that you have a Radiant seminar for women coming up in the fall.
The Inspired Results Women's Weekend.
Right.
Yep, in November.
So if you want details on that, you can go to inspiredresultscoach.com or like Rebecca on Facebook, it's Rebecca Silence of Inspired Results. So between those things, and I can't wait to hear about that. I mean, we've already sold the quote unquote the leadership weekend, but I mean, this weekend is a big deal for you, and it's a big deal for a lot of people.
And this is an amazing group of powerful women that have come together, and it's my leadership tips on how to survive any circumstance. So it's a little bit different than like a traditional corporate training for leadership. These women want to grow their businesses and they want to grow their lives, and I'm going to teach them my curriculum that, of course, isn't the only way to lead, but has gotten me through cancer, growing my business, and all of the life changes that take place when you're an entrepreneur and a mom and trying to balance it all. So this curriculum is very sacred and special to me, and I'm honored to be able to share it with these women. They will come on Friday, enjoy a hot tub and facials and refreshments. We'll get right to work. They're with me until 3 o'clock on Sunday. It is jam-packed, full of good stuff, and I can't wait to see the life changes take place.
So that is happening this weekend. And if you have an organization or a group, or if you're a manager at a business and you would like Rebecca to come in and talk about whatever it is, whether it be workplace drama or team building or whatever it is, Rebecca can do that as well. Or if it's a family situation or couples or with children or even just you yourself, you want to be a better you, Rebecca is available for private coaching as well. Again, inspiredresultscoach.com. So how it works here on the air is you go to cnykiss.com and there is a backlog of every just about every segment that
4
we have,
years worth.
Oh my God, that Rebecca has come in and helped different people throughout Central New York with whatever's going on in their world. Sometimes we just talk, sometimes we take emails from listeners, and you can submit yours confidentially at cnykiss.com. Today, I would like to talk about relationships, and I seem to people come because of you. People come to me. Like seriously, this happens a lot. People come to me with whatever's going on in because I think some people think I'm the safer one than you. Like they don't like talking to you maybe intimidates them. So I'm like the step down. I would like to talk about relationships and some relationships that are extreme on both ends. And what I mean by that is it's either really, really good or really, really bad. And there seem to be a lot of them, and no one really knows why. Is it the players involved? Is it the personalities of the people in the relationship? Is it something that happened in a relationship? Or maybe that's not even a fair thing to say without specific things. But it seems like there's a lot of relationships that go from one extreme to the other. They're either super duper lovey-dovey or they're at each other's throats. You know, can we talk a little bit about that?
Sure.
Do you need more specifics about?
I don't.
Okay.
No,
okay.
I
all right.
absolutely understand.
Wind up Rebecca Silence and let her go. Okay.
Right.
right?
I understand the dynamic, but first of all, I think you're so cute because I think you actually love this work and ultimately want to be a life coach in some ways. So I think people are coming to you because you love the work.
You know what?
Which
You know what it is?
Great.
Because of you. Number one, you have changed my life for the better in a million different ways, and I will say that from the top of a mountaintop. But the thing is, I'd be afraid of like being upset when they don't take the coaching. You know, like
Right.
I would take it personal.
Right, you're so cute. That's a whole nother segment, right?
That's like being the friend and getting upset because they came to you with the problem. You're like, okay, well, here's
You gave them the advice and they didn't take it.
Right, right.
You know, it's like Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. Don't go back to each other, but yet they do.
You'd be the coach that yells at them. What are you doing?
There's no crying in baseball.
But you love the work, which I think is so sweet.
I do enjoy helping people.
I know you do. And I totally get the question. In terms of that, it's either all good or it's all bad, very black and white thinking that can go on in relationships. And I think everyone out there on some level can relate, even if they haven't been in that dynamic. You for sure know somebody else who has.
Exactly.
Where we go from, everything is fantastic to we just broke up and it's the same week.
Right.
So that can happen. But I do think actually taking it personally can be part of that. And then just keep in mind that relationships really are mirrors. So the most deep and profound personal growth experience that you can ever have is being in a romantic relationship. That is the closest that you'll get to being able to see the parts of yourself that scare you, that you don't like, and that you want to run away from. Being in a close relationship
Why?
is a mirror because this person is always reflecting you back at you. Always in a relationship.
How does that?
So you're so close, right? So we've talked a lot on this show about drama,
right?
And so imagine everybody out there that each person has this little drama triangle inside of them, and then the closer you get to somebody, and this doesn't only happen in romantic relationships. This is just usually the deeper, more profound connection.
Okay.
But as you get closer to somebody, so do your drama triangles. So now the relationship has a whole new drama triangle. And that's what magnifies everything that is and isn't working in your life, everything that you love about yourself, everything that maybe you're shut down about or insecure about gets reflected back at you by the other person. Because in intimacy, and this isn't just physical, it's emotional intimacy, you get to see where you want to run, where you shut down, and what you're judging about your partner. This is really why I'm suggesting that they are a mirror for you. What you're judging about them, your opinions about them that are critical, are really what you think about yourself.
Wow.
Yeah.
She just blew my mind.
I know.
And then their judgments and negative opinions about you, while maybe it's accurate, it's still about them. So what'll happen is if you buy somebody else's negative opinion of you and believe it and take it on, then you have work to do. But it really can be...
Deep down, you may already believe it yourself,
Absolutely.
even though it has,
so it
you haven't
wouldn't
thought of
affect
it.
you or trigger you if it didn't resonate on some level.
Okay.
So this is why relationships are the most profound
So like if Rebecca and I were fighting and we were in a relationship and I said, "You're purple." If she really felt deep down that she was purple, she'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm purple." Right? Like that's what you're saying, right?
So if you and I are in a relationship, let's take it a little more specifically.
Okay.
If you and I are in a relationship and I tell you, you don't care about me, you're going to abandon me. And if there's a part of you that really wants to run, you're going to be affected. If there's a part of you that's like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere, no matter what you do, it wouldn't affect you.
Okay.
So either on some level this resonates with you and you believe it, or you're so clear that it's not true that you can just literally hold space and get through it with the other person. So when we're talking about in relationships and going to these extremes, I'm just suggesting that the upset that each individual is carrying is something that is going on in them that's in the way of them having a great relationship. So it's something to hire a therapist or a coach or a mentor to deal deal with because the other person is not powerful enough to make you that upset. If you're upset, you've already got beliefs and insecurities that need to be dealt with and aren't going away, even if you get the other person to change or behave how you want them to change. So no one can make you upset. These upsets are already in there. And then we get afraid of dealing with them. And then what I see work beautifully for couples is when we just tackle the truth of what's going on that is upsetting each person so that they can each get through it individually to get closer again.
So how do tackle the truths? A lot of times if you try to tackle those truths, how do you do it and not cause another fight? Because a lot of times you'll be in...
So don't be afraid of the fight. Well, be willing to fight.
Most people are. No, most people don't want to fight. Most people, when things are good, they don't want to rock the boat. And that's so, and then it goes back and forth again.
And conflict is the way to more intimacy. Don't be afraid of it. Now, I do not recommend getting blamey and attacking or emotionally or physically abusive. I don't want fighting to be more drama.
It's about how you present it, maybe?
There's a different way to fight. Let's talk about fighting clean and fighting fair for a second. Conflict means that this thing is in the way of you having the best relationship possible. So when conflict happens, it's a good thing. And you don't have to believe me. But what would happen if you were more willing to embrace the conflicts that show up so that you never have to have that fight again? When people avoid the fight, it has to keep coming up. So if you're having the same fights, that's definitely the time to hire out some help. Therapist, mentor, coach. What I want to teach people how to do is have the fight and then never need to have it again because we got through it. Sure. So conflict's a good thing. If we don't handle it, it will keep coming back. So a way to fight fair is to own what's going on with you. I call it I statements or I messages, where you're only talking about you and accountable for your experience. You're not blaming, you're not threatening, you're not talking about what the other person's doing. One of the most dangerous things you can do is you messages where you did this, you did that, now I feel this way because of you. That's only going to breed more drama.
Yeah, people get defensive when you say that.
And that fire just gets bigger.
Right.
So instead, I'm scared of being left. I'm terrified you're going to abandon me. I really want this relationship is only talking about me. And then the truth is that if a relationship is meant to last, it will, regardless of anything that's going on. So there's this wonderful spiritual practice called A Course in Miracles. And one of the lessons in A Course in Miracles is nothing real can be threatened. So when you're in relationship...
Nothing real can be threatened.
Nothing real can be threatened.
Okay.
So when you're in relationship, if both people are committed and willing to do whatever it takes to get through conflict, to get through anything that's going on, that relationship will last. And then if it doesn't, it's just not meant to continue anymore. There's something better waiting for you. So I think a lot of people operate out of fear of the relationship ending, and in that, they miss having the relationship in the first place. And it's either going to last and you're either going to make it, or it's going to end and you're going to have somebody else. But in the meantime, while you're in a relationship, my coaching is to be all in 100%, to embrace conflict when it happens. And when it happens, talk about what's going on with you, how you're feeling, what you're wanting, the solutions that you think are going to help, and then work on just continuing that intimacy and that communication.
She is local life coach Rebecca Silence, inspiredresultscoach.com, and make sure you like her on Facebook as well. Rebecca
I want to say
Silence
one more thing about the
Inspired
extremes.
Results. Yes.
Thank you. So the extremes are letting you know how much you care. When it's all wonderful and then all terrible, that really means that both people care. Because if you didn't care, it'd be like, yeah, I don't have time for this. I'm not interested in investing any energy.
Right.
So you can use that energy to grow closer and to grow the relationship instead of operating from so much fear that you're going to lose the relationship.
If you would like Rebecca to address something that's going on in your world, go to cnykiss.com, submit your story confidentially, and we'll handle it here confidentially on the air this time next week. Rebecca, thank you so much.
Thank you. Everybody have a great week.
We're going to break, come back. Big Papa and Panic in the morning on Kiss FM.